Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue and I am back for Basketball Wives. And I only seem jovial because I'm happy to see you. Because I'm about to drop Basketball Wives off by the wayside in a ravine, okay? And hope that it gets rolled over and canceled. There have been conversations about the reunion and how OG was kept in a separate room from the rest of the ladies and was basically talked to via camera instead of being a part of the set like the rest of the ladies. And I have an issue with this. There is nobody on that stage or in this cast that has had more fights or put more hands on people than Tammy and Evelyn. And if Tammy had went to the reunion, she would have been seated in the same seating area as Shawnee, Evelyn, Jen, Jackie, and whoever else was brought out on stage, okay? So to find out that we're now so in fear for the safety of other cast members that you keep OG backstage, I'm starting to feel like there is colorism at play. And I don't mean the kind that just squares in on skin tone. I'm talking about the kind that really sizzles in on facial features. You know, and background and ethnicity and these of things. I mean, because the way they're trying to put it out there, like OG is some violent person that is just going around threatening to kill people every 5 minutes, because Shawnee has said that and used that wording several times, and it makes me very upset because Shawnee, nobody threatened to kill you. That happened one time, and if it happened more than once, it was probably happening to the appropriate party, and that person was not you. So the fact that you feel so ways about the violence, it just pisses me off because you didn't have any problems when all your little light-skinned cast members was doing it. You didn't have a problem when Tammy punched Mika Claxton in the face. The network had a problem because they lost sponsorship messing around with Evelyn and Tammy. That's why this show got canceled the first time or put on hiatus or whatever. And only the fact that the LA franchise was able to keep their sponsorship, okay, is the reason why this show is still going on with these same people from Miami. It really bothers me the way they're treating OG. I really am upset because I feel like, Evelyn has thrown bottles, jumped over, tables. Malaysia threw a table last season. There's all kinds of physically violent things that have happened on this show. And now that somebody who can actually back up their threats comes on the show, y'all want to put them in another section off to the side to ostracize them and further bully them more than you had already done during the season. So in all honesty, I don't know if I want to support this show anymore. I don't know if I want to review it, talk about it. I'm thinking that this might be it for me. Okay, I might finish the season just in hopes to see when OG swings Evelyn's ass into a bush. But besides that, I'm not feeling this right now. I'm very upset about hearing that. Period. And then I saw that Evelyn posted some story where she was, making some shade towards OG. You might as well add her. Like, what is the deal? You making comments, and then she put like a gorilla or a monkey emoji at the bottom of it. And then let's not forget her calling Cece Ling Ling. Like, I want her to get dragged by the roots. I do. Because I just feel like you're bullying people, and then you make prejudiced remarks, and it's such a superiority thing with Evelyn where she really thinks that she's better than everybody. But really, you've just been like a receptacle for the sperm of some basketball, baseball, and football players. What else have you done besides fight people and have sex with them? What have you done? Get out of my face. Shawnee takes the girls to her grow facility. Malaysia and Evelyn feel some type of way about the pictures that they took at Jen's event being perpetrated as if they was friends. Well, y'all could have easily said, no, that's enough pictures. Y'all could have easily moved out of the picture and said, no, I don't want to take any pictures. I'm good. I'm just here to support. You could have done that, but you didn't do that. You took pictures and then decided after the fact to get in your emotions and feelings about it for whatever reason you've come up with. Or the producers have come up with. I don't have patience. Malaysia then decides to be a teenager and crop Jen out of a picture that she took with her and Evelyn. And I'm just sitting up there like, I guess because y'all was bored on the bus. Because this is elementary, my dear. Like, what is happening here? Like, I was just like, the picture's already happened. Like, cutting her out now is only perpetrating that there's a problem. Like, is there a problem? Because if you showed up to the event, then you acting like there's not a problem. If there was a problem, why show up? Shawnee has a very huge facility, okay, full of marijuana. All right, it's the real deal. All right, I'm like, all right, Shawnee, like I'm always here for the business ventures, but I really don't like her on this show. Please go on away from us with this. She wants the girls to come to Costa Rica for like a little trip with her. It's a business trip, but she wants them to come along. Malaysia doesn't want to have to whip Jackie's ass. It's like, girl, please. Shawnee says OG will come for Jackie because she needs somebody to be there for her. Otherwise, they wouldn't be inviting OG, like, I guess. Evelyn feels like the Jen situation is being forced. And I'm just like, oh, girl. Like, oh, God. Like, your hair went in ponytails. Like, oh, my God, the edges. Shawnee doesn't want to invite Jen. Okay, we're not saying it's an issue, but I don't want to go out of town with you. Okay, Shawnee, fine. You just went to San Diego with her, but okay, I guess. She doesn't know about Cece, okay? But Kristen says that Cece is probably somewhere sabotaging Thomas and Byron's relationship. And I'm just like, why? Did you take a break from doing it? Like, get out of my face with this shit. How is that lady sabotaging their relationship? I've heard the things that Thomas has said. In the very few words that he has said a lot about how he feels about his father's relationship with Cece. Okay? To me, I feel like he the one with the problem. When Cece and Byron talk, there's nothing about their relationship that makes me feel like she's trying to keep the kids away from him. Y'all are adults, okay? So it's not like y'all coming around is about to take a chunk out of their relationship time or something like that, okay? Cece has a job, unlike some of y'all. So she has somewhere to be sometimes. She running businesses. Things are busy for her. So it's not like she doesn't have somewhere to be and needs to be worrying about, why you ain't spending time with me? Why you ain't, spend time with your son? Like, there are some women who are like that, and they're trying to put on this, whole rules. Like, that's the type of person that Cece is, and I'm sorry, but that does not ring true for me. Nothing about Byron makes me feel like he's about to be manipulated by Cece. That's not the energy that any of this gives. So please, Kristen, stop. Byron and Thomas are the reason for the fallout in Byron and Thomas's relationship. And a little bit of you, because you have made Byron feel some type of way. If you don't want to respect my wife, why do I want to be around y'all? We are all grown at this point. When you become an adult, you then make the choice of whether you want to have your parents or your children in your lives like that. Of course, I feel like most people want to, but you don't necessarily have to. Some people may not like that. I'm a firm believer in I don't care who you are. If you try to make my life miserable, I will block you out. Cece and Byron are actually talking about the biopsy that she has to get, and she's very scared. But Byron tells her that she has to go. His mom died because she waited too long to go to the hospital and get diagnosed with the cancer that she had. So, we got to go to the hospital. We got to get this checked out. She's very nervous. They still, got the wedding and all of that coming up. So it's nerve-wracking. OG is having her retirement party and everyone is invited except for Evelyn and Phoebe because they talk mad shit. Jen gets to the party and it's ghost. Like, it's a huge venue and there are only like 20 or 30 people there. So I kind of felt like OG was doing the most. Like, either you have more tables than, people who you invited, or you invited a whole bunch of people and then none of them came. OG, I don't know what you did to the rest of the girls on the football team, but it seemed like ain't none of them your friends, girl. It seemed like ain't none of them your friends. Jackie comes over to Jen, and Jen has a necklace for her to commemorate her mom, and it's also to make peace with her after everything that happened. Jackie has already apologized for acting a fool at her event, so they're cool now. Jen tells Jackie about Malaysia cropping her out of the photo, and Jen thought they were cool, so she's confused as to what the problem is now. OG comes out in this beautiful like yellow dress with the like a African print of some sort. It was really pretty, like domestique. I think it might be domestique. but makes really beautiful, because I don't know if it's a he or a she, I think it's a he, but either way, the Mystique makes really beautiful, like African and ethnic print dresses and peplums and jackets and just really beautiful stuff. Okay, it's expensive. Okay, nothing is ever that cheap when it's made that beautifully. But she did look beautiful. She could not walk in that dress. But she and Kwame were matching, and they came out like san san na, and they did their little African dance and stuff like that. So this was her trying to show her family, her culture to the girls, and only 2 of the girls showed up. So when she comes to talk to Jen and Jackie, she's obviously upset that they didn't come. Mainly, we're talking about Malaysia and who? Cece. Well, Cece, Tammy, and Shawnee told her that they weren't going to be able to make it. Tammy sent a gift, okay? She invited Malaysia. Malaysia didn't come. She didn't invite Evelyn and Phoebe. Jen and Jackie are here. So I feel like we got all our bases covered, but she's still feeling some type of way, I guess, because Malaysia didn't show up. So at least it's like 3 of y'all in here instead of just 2 of y'all in here. But I just kind of feel like I wouldn't have even mentioned it. I would have acted as if I didn't even notice that they weren't there. Like, I'm retiring, I have money, I'm good, I'm comfortable, I look fabulous. Forget them. Like, I wouldn't have even said anything, even if I did feel some type of way. But Kwame could tell she was feeling some type of way, so he comes and gets her and pulls her over to the side and tells her that it's time for them to buy a house together. And I was just like, every time they're together on camera, I'm like constantly questioning motives. Because even though you seem to be into this woman, make me understand why you are closer to getting a home with her than you are to getting engaged with her. Explain that to me. I really need to figure that out. Because if we're going to wait all this time, y'all might as well do this shit in the order in which it should be done. Okay? I know it's not mandatory, y'all. But I'm just saying, if you're going to wait all of this time to be with somebody and you want marriage and a baby, then why get a house before y'all have even decided if y'all actually getting engaged? It just kind of seems still up in the air to me. And I wouldn't be willing to get a house with somebody if I didn't know if they were really going to lock it down. Like, I at least want to have a ring on. I just kind of feel like it's giving a way for him to skip steps and not really make the commitment and then string you on even longer. That's why I feel like if you're going to do it, get that ring first. Like, I'm just saying, try to secure this at least a little bit, all right? But the fact that he won't just come out and say it or come out and do it makes me feel like it's not what he really wants. Evelyn and Phoebe are shopping and they're discussing OG and how negative they were being towards Jackie. And Phoebe says that, she is old. So basically, their conversation was, ooh, I hate OG. She went back and told Jackie the truth about what we were saying. When? Then let's add more to the dumbness, okay? Apparently now Evelyn is upset with OG even more because her ex-husband Chad Ochocinco, who she's so proud to have been married to for 5 minutes, okay? After knowing him for 10, okay, look, whatever. After having sex with him the first day she met him, like, okay, look, no, never mind. Anyway, but y'all see what I'm trying to say, right? So she brings up Chad. Chad apparently posted the video of OG popping on that girl's head. And it might be from like 4, 5 years ago. I'm not sure. But Phoebe was like, that video from 30 years ago. I'm like, yeah, but she can still tackle your ass and twerk on your head. So it could have been from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, bitch. It still could happen to you. Like, it doesn't matter where we at in this time frame, okay? But whatever, just her trying to be shady. So Phoebe says that after he retweeted that video, some person online asked OG if she was one of Chad's ex-girlfriends. And she said, no, just the homie. So from then, now, she is thirsty. She was trying to get Chad's dick. And what else did she say? She's a groupie. She's a groupie. I'm sorry, what did you do for a living when you met any of these niggas that you ended up getting engaged to? What were you doing when you met Carl? Because wasn't that like right after they canceled y'all's show and you didn't have a job because you were jumping over tables and throwing bottles at people's heads and shit? And they canceled y'all's show and you had to go on the Yana and scrub your image and everything? Was that when you met Carl? Okay, and you were the forever fiance, bitch? Okay, like... It just bothers me. It really does, like, bother me. Like, you call somebody else a groupie. Like, you aren't in the position you're in because you was waiting outside somebody's hotel room, bitch. Don't do me. Don't do me. Okay, you was one of them pretty high Latina girls who knew that these niggas was after that cook. So you was out here throwing it, being aggressive about it, and got you some ballers. Right place, right time, right deep. Okay, and now you've been on Basketball Wives for a decade. What you got to show for it? But OG is the thirsty one. The one who actually has a career. And now that one has ended, she's starting another one. Went back to school. Is, studious and smart and intelligent. And yes, she's on Basketball Wives. But something tells me that she's on Basketball Wives just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it, okay? And to put it more in Kwame's ear that she wants to be a basketball wife, okay? I don't think that OG needs this. I think that Evelyn does, though. The Toji shit is rather lame, though. Toji. That's all that. Yeah, no, there's not a lot of giggle that's happening with that. So, nice try. OG meets with Tammy, who, like I said, sent her a gift. So, it ain't no, like, salty feelings with Tammy. And they talk about how shady the other bitches are and how to handle them bored hoes. And Tammy says that she's booked and busy, and this is her exit. Her time with Basketball Wives after 9 years. It's OV. And honey, I'm glad to see you go. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Okay, she actually does like get in the studio as Tatiana Trill. I'm back. 3 feet, no pressure. Big boss like Ross. Fake bitches all in the way. Something like that. They was turning the nats down too much. I couldn't catch the rap. But that angel brings bodysuit, Jesus. You look good, Tammy, girl. You look good. Yeah, Tammy said she done, y'all. She stepped off the set, okay, took her mic off and chucked the deuces at y'all. Jackie does her podcast, and Jason Lee was there as a guest. And when he leaves, Shawnee comes in. And Shawnee asked Jackie about OG's event and how it was, because apparently it was one of Shawnee's many children's birthdays. We can't keep track. But something makes me feel like the devil is a liar. Jackie tells Shawnee that OG was upset that the ladies didn't come to support her because she supports everyone. Shawnee says, well, OG hasn't really connected with any of the girls. And even when she's being nice, it's like 15 minutes and she's threatening to break somebody's jaw. Much unlike your friend who threw a bottle at someone's head in a nice restaurant. Much like your friend who loves to jump over tables and damn near break security's wrists trying to run after a bitch that she knows she's not going to get to. But yes, OG who's threatened to tackle you bitches. Oh, I'm in fear for my life. Shawnee invites Jackie to Costa Rica and says she wants OG to be there for her, but she doesn't want to invite Jen. OG and Kwame go look at a house, and like I said, he says marriage isn't too far off. He says within the next 3 years, expect to be having a wedding and being pregnant all at the same time, or just married and pregnant. And I'm just like, that's so cute. Look at your little timetable. This shit gets real. Brandon Jennings, I guess another player who's trying to have other ventures out here in these streets, asked the girls to do a wine tasting. And Jackie lets Jen know that Shawnee told her she isn't invited to Costa Rica, nanny boo boo. And Jen feels like, well, what's been going on this whole time? Because we went on the last trip together, even though it wasn't that fall. Everybody had a good time. We was all, hugs and kisses and supporting each other. And now it's a problem. Like, what is this fake shit? I'm like, Jen, calm down. okay? Because you fake too. Shawnee and Evelyn show up, and then Jackie tells Shawnee that she told Jen that she wasn't coming to the trip, and Shawnee feels like that was not Jackie's place. But she can't even stay mad at Jackie for too long, so she just lets it go. Malaysia shows up to add more negative energy to this gumbo of fucked upness. Dominique tells Shawnee that she didn't know, or they didn't know, that she still had a problem with Jen. And she says that she doesn't have a problem. They're cool. She just doesn't want to go on a long, extended overseas trip with her. Evelyn says, I feel like if it hadn't been pushed on Jen to apologize, that, you know, none of it would have happened. We wouldn't have had the come to Jesus moment. And then, you know, Malaysia wants to bring up the pictures from the event, and she don't like how it was made to seem fake, like they was all cool and stuff. Jen says, I thought we were good, and now I got people photoshopping me out of pictures. It's all just very childish. And yes, Jen, it is very childish, okay? She says that she didn't put the pics out. They had people there who had their own cameras, people who came with their own photographers. And Evelyn says, well, you never really apologized for what you said about Shanice. I said, bitch, we on this again? She says the more she's thought about it, the pictures really made her think. I'm like, no, bitch. Somebody else had to do 1 + 1 = 2 for you. And now you've thought about it long enough to bring it up in front of everybody about how you feel like she didn't really apologize when she apologized. And Jen says the stuff that Shawnee said about the latchkey kid stuff, she never said that. I never said that. And around and around and around we go, and around and round, and around we go, yeah. I mean, y'all, it's I'm forever spending time whirling around till I drop. Oh, but what am I to do? Yo. How many times are we gonna go back and forth with this shit? You got me going in circles. Jen says, look, I don't have a problem with any of y'all. Okay? And then she and Dominique leave because ain't nobody got time for this. So the rest of the ladies continue to talk about her. And OG says that, you know, she didn't appreciate y'all didn't come out to support her. And Evelyn was like, well, I wasn't invited. She was like, well, it wasn't that I didn't invite you. It was that you was talking shit. Like, you were calling me Toji. And so then she and Malaysia and some of the rest of the ladies, including Shawnee, start to giggle because it's funny. It's funny to constantly bully somebody and fuck with them all day. They feel like she needs to toughen up. But I feel like y'all need to toughen up. If you can sit up there and rip somebody all day, you need to be prepared for them to threaten your face. I'm just saying, after a certain amount of time, the shit gets tiresome and starts to feel like bullying, and then we ready to fight. Like, I don't understand what y'all don't get about that. Evelyn starts to talk about how it's hard not to see her toe. And OG like, when you put lotion on your feet, your toe slides to the front. I'm like, that's absolutely true. That's happened to me. Now, my toe ain't never stuck out that much. But you know, when you ain't took the time to slide your foot back up, it be like that. They caught you in a bad picture. It's not fair. All right, now somebody done told me you got to put baby powder in the shoe. And I said, look, baby, I don't fuck around with talcum powder, okay? They tell me on the infomercials all the time how it causes uterine cancer, and you want me to put it on the bottom of my feet. And the Asian people tell me all the time that the shit you put on the bottom of your feet soak it up into the rest of your body. No, I'm not doing this with y'all, okay? You gonna deal with a peekaboo toe, bitch. Okay, you gonna deal with it. But they feel like OG is being sensitive. And then OG says, I mean, you keep complaining about how, oh, she's talking about my daughter. She's talking about my daughter. But you talking about my mother's daughter, bitch. I'm somebody's daughter, bitch. We damn near the same age, you old asshole. Like, she's sitting up there talking about, no, it's two different things because I knew Jennifer my whole life. And it's not different. It's not different. Your daughter grown. It ain't that serious. Was your daughter a latchkey kid? Because you feel real bad about that. Like, get over it already. The point is, don't sit here, talk bad about people, you know, basically squash all over their feelings. And when they say their feelings is hurt, you laughing at them and all of this. But then they supposed to care when it come to you and yours. I'm gonna tell y'all, their lines I don't cross because, you know, I like to be classy based most of the time. Because that's how I was raised. But I was also raised to go for the jugular. So you come for me and I'm going to come for you. people. And if it's you, your kid, your moms, everybody. Like, I'm from the South. There are no exceptions to this shit, okay? You get into it with me, you say something that I feel like my feelings is hurt about, bitch, I am going for your neck. Period. And basketball wives, that's all y'all have been this entire time. Okay, it don't matter how many times y'all fit in mammogram exams and shit. It don't matter how many times y'all try to bring awareness to cancer. This show will always be what we call with the shits. And that's all well and good. But stop deciding who you want to then deem violent based off of how they look. Because let's be very clear. When Phoebe was coming in talking all that rah-rah, that shit was cute. But somebody who can actually back that shit up, oh, it's a problem. We got to have her separated. She can't be out here with us. I don't know if I'm going to review the reunion, y'all. I'm going to tell you right now, I could use to not have another show on Wednesday. If it wasn't for the fact that Queen Sugar just had the finale, bitch, I'd be really trying to throw this shit asunder. But anyway, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I might stay in there because I know a lot of y'all don't even watch this shit. Y'all just want me to tell y'all about it. So, you know, it's hard. I'm going to think about it. Lord, they tiring me out though, y'all. How many more episodes I got of this shit? I'll see y'all in the next one. I might feel better about the next review because this one got my nerves bad.